Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be a quick little gossip chat that I wanted to get out of the way just to get content up today because it has been a long day, honey, and whatnot. But I hope everybody is having a good Monday. You know what I'm saying? Madness on a Monday is what I think today is because it's been that kind of day. Okay. Do not forget to do a couple of things to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel to become a whole JayBird, Zon, and Zon. Okay. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video. Also, relax, release, send yourself and everyone around you. Okay. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter because that's also something that y'all can do. Okay, I was supposed to be at work, honey. Today's been a whole crazy day. So since I had time to do things today, here I am with y'all. And again, I don't look. I'm here. Okay, neck up, honey. It's been a crazy day, but we're gonna leave that be. Hair all crazy, arm all bandaged, girl, leave me be, okay? But we were out here still getting things done despite everything else, okay? I felt like things going on. The Meg interview came out today. The Nene stuff and other little things. I just wanted to come with y'all to chit chat a little bit, and get things discussed, okay? For the members of our channel, the live interview with Destiny is supposed to happen tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. The link for the members for that is on my channel. Again, I apologize for that not happening yesterday. Honey, whole craziness going on. But if you are a member, you will still get that first exclusive viewing of the live interview with Destiny tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And again, the link is on the Communities tab on my YouTube page for members only. If you are not a member, you have to wait until tomorrow to see, what comes out of that. So, but again, apologies for yesterday. We did not know about the mix-up on the dates that happened. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, honey, things happen live. We gotta just roll with it, okay? But let's get into what we came here to get into, because then I don't want to be on here too long and whatever. But if you are around here, make sure to like the video. If you around here, make sure to comment in the comment section, because this is a conversation between me and between y'all, and that's the thing to do. But hello to those who are, I gotta get my non-clicking mouse. I'm gonna click in my mouse. I need my trackpad because the clicking just, you know what I'm saying, sounds weird sometimes to me. But hello to those who are here for the live chats. And again, hello to those who are probably will be watching the replay later on today. Yes, we live. This is a whole live right now. See, live. Okay. And whatnot. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much, Sam. So y'all know how I do. Boom, pow, pow. We have the whole video, and so that way I'm less seen. Wait, let me see if I can make myself less seen. Me from far away. Okay, I look. I had no plans on being on camera today. It was supposed to be a whole chillax, relaxed day, and things change. Okay. Anyway, let's get into the first story I want to get into, and that is the Real Housewives of Atlanta came out here with a whole new promo photo. I was like, yes, okay, this is what we wanted to see. This is the amazingness of it all. This is how the ladies should have been presented initially. Okay, now we know the first picture we had of them was this picture. Let me scroll a little bit. Okay, this was the initial photo that came out of them. And I was like, it was just so plain. Wow. They all look nice. It was fine or whatever. However, I felt like it's just so plain in the background. Like, why is it so plain in the background? This all they get, for season 14? Is that it? And a lot of other folks felt like, the other housewife shows had better promo pictures than what they gave right here. And they said, oh, you thought that was finished? No, ma'am. Okay. And then they had this right here. I like this more than anything else For me, it looks luxurious. Okay, and there's a little peach in the background because again, the Housewives of Atlanta. I think everyone looks amazing in all white. To me, it just looks great, 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 great. In my opinion, I like how Sonya Richards Ross on the side, honey, looking all beachy, okay, with the dress. It was with a skirt and a top flowing in the wind. You know, Kenya in her pantsuit. You got Candy on the floor and her dress looking amazing. Okay, looking like I run the girls even from down here. Okay, Sheree with the whole thigh out. Sheree got all her thigh meat out. Okay, she got her thigh meat out, her nose, not her nose, honey, her knee meat out, and then she looks good. Okay, looks good. Even Drew sitting up there perched on her little seat. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. She got thigh out too. You know what I'm saying? And me and Marla on the end, honey. Marla looked like she trying to get back to Kansas because the tornado just hit. Girl, looking wrapped up in the rapture. Not that I do not like it, but it's like it's the one arm that's free, the other arm with a sleeve, that the long hair, the cutout on the side. It's a cutout in the about her thigh. And then I get it, the wind was blowing, but I'm like, y'all couldn't get a better picture of Marlo outfit. Okay, at least the bottom of it. I'm like, is it a Marachi band type outfit? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I love this picture completely more than this one. Okay. This all like this picture compared to this picture, you know what I'm saying, looks a bit stiff. Like this look real fun, free and fancy. And this, like, you know what I'm saying, the aunties going to prom, the aunties going to their 30-year of reunion, high school reunion or whatever. So I was like, no, we needed something better. And I'm happy that they gave us something better. Okay. Because otherwise I would be like, that's all we're gonna get. That's it. Okay. Um, Go off, ladies. And the first photo was a mess in comparison. I agree. The first picture was not giving. It was not green screen. And that's the crazy part. They can have any green screen image that they want, and I guess they just did not. Giving my end vibes. That is what you know what I'm saying. Look, I really do love this. Okay, because at the end of the day, Atlanta is also a very, very fun state. You know what I'm saying? It's some water around there somewhere. Okay, um, not like Lanier, but it's free. Okay, it's fun, loving, if you ask me. But let's move on to the next little conversation I want to have. Now, I feel like, who do I blame for this foolishness? And we don't like that anymore. Let's get the chopper. Do y'all remember Making a Band? I feel like everyone should remember Making a Band because it was a huge show back in the day. And we have been complaining about Diddy and his foolishness ever since then because Diddy be on some bull of the shit. And so we do see that this one of the stars from Making the Band, Chopper. Okay, to me, Chopper was one of the memorable characters. We had Chopper, we had Babs Bunny, we had Ness, we had Dylan. You know what I'm saying? Dylan's around there, whatever. Chopper was around here. That's Soulja Boy's father. Oh, Lord Jesus. Are you locked him? Oh, that's okay. Yeah. This man right here, Chopper from the Making the Band, was arrested, you know what I'm saying, for intercourse in traffic. Get what I'm saying now? He was arrested for intercourse in traffic. Y'all know what that means, okay? I do not have to say the words. Know what it is. Intercourse in traffic is what he was arrested for. And I was like, what? How? What happened there? And the Jasmine brand said he was recently arrested in Maryland, but he has been extradited to Las Vegas for the charges of intercourse in traffic. And we find out that an undercover detective was posing, okay, as an intercourse worker around here. And she said, the Chopper was out here, reached out to her via DM or IG and inquired about them making some money, you know what I'm saying, selling cooch. And I was like, how do you just reach? Like, I don't understand how people reach out to other people on social media about cooch or even penis. I don't know. I don't get it. I was like, why even do that, sir? It's not smart for you to, go through with that. Okay. So because he reached out to the undercover cop who was posing, okay, as an intercourse worker, okay, and you just, that's just stupidity. And also, why are you reaching out on social media to do things that's illegal? Okay, because it's not legal. It really, really isn't. Okay, now they brought up how he had IG posts that was like related to hookers and pimps. Okay, or people selling cooch and people whose cooch is being sold, and so that made them further investigate or whatever. And in his continuous conversation was said undercover detective, he was speaking about how I have all these multiple homes, I take all these trips around the world, you know what I'm saying, and you can't really do, you know what I'm saying, right, where I just saying it, intimate services technician. Okay, you can't do intimate services technician jobs in Vegas because Vegas has police officers who are cracking down on it. And I was like, this is the dumb part. Why are you telling someone the police are cracking down on something in a particular state? So that means you do. Look, I can't tell y'all not near state where it's safe to be intimate services technician. I don't have not near idea of where that happened at. I don't know. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Okay. I can say, I'm saying, YouTube will flag you for saying certain words because I'm a YouTuber. I know what YouTube do because I'm a YouTuber. Okay. I can't give anybody any insight on what not to do in what states about something that I'm not involved in. So by him telling this undercover cop, hey, we cannot have you as an intimate services technician, okay, where you're having intercourse, in traffic and whatever. You can't have that going on in Vegas because Vegas ain't safe because the police is cracking down on it. Meaning you're doing illegal things. Okay, you're doing illegal things. All up and through. Okay. Hello to everybody popping in. Y'all know we here, right here. Yes, I'm here, but I'm off camera. Okay, leave me be. Anyway, all I keep thinking about is Dave Chappelle's skit for making the band. You know what I'm saying? That hilarious. And I really wish, a streaming service would just put all the episodes of making the band up. And I mean all of them. I mean when they picked Danny Kane, when they picked the band, put all that up so we can see the foolishness that it was ensuing back then. Okay. Anyway, I met him at a concert back in the day, and he allowed me to come with his crew to the club after there was no sucking. Oh, there was no sucking involved. Well, that's good. That's good. But he may not have wanted to pay you, okay, to be, an intimate services technician. Okay, he may not have wanted any, intercourse worker things. That could have been what it was. Okay, don't send your cooch through the internet. I tell you all the time, you also should not send your cooch via text. If someone wants it, if someone wants to get it, you come get it in person. That's my rule. Okay. Not the cooch is burning. Y'all, that's horrible. Okay. Yes, she made it to a whole live. Yes. Where is he getting all his money? Did his son Soldier Boy give to him? I don't know. Somebody did. Hey Rain. Hey Rain. Hey Rain. Dun, and stuff. Okay. Intimate was, because we can't, on the YouTube too, we cannot say, certain words. It just gets flagged. Okay. So I don't know. Not gas too high. I need an application. Lord Jesus. Okay. But anyway, we also see that after having the conversations with said undercover detective, via IG and phone and whatnot, he told her, hey, I need you to get your ass to Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, get your ass there immediately. Okay, I said what I said. Get here. As if he was then her pimp. Okay, and then said also, it's going to cost you $2,000 to be a part of my team and my stable. I said, your stable? Sir, I'm not a horse. I'm not a part of a stable. I am not a horse. No, sir, leave me alone. You can't traffic me, okay? So because of all these things, because of the conversation, things posted on his IG, and I'm pretty sure it's like, unless he can attest for the way he make money, sir, they're looking at you. Okay? Is there a trace to any receipts? Okay, on anything? No, well, sir, they're looking at you. Okay? So, not Dylan. Chopper from making the band was 100% charged with intercourse and trafficking charges. Okay, and I blame Diddy. Okay, Diddy out here not paying for. Diddy out here living his best life. I'm living my best life, and everybody else in his roster who was an artist for him, who made him money, is doing all kind of weird shit for change. Okay, it's like, honey, we need the bad boy. Look, surviving bad boy. Okay, surviving Puff Daddy. Because some folks survive Puffy. Some people survive P. Diddy. Some people survive Sean Love. Puff, to me, Diddy, it's not nice. Diddy probably changed his name because when he's, Slick be like, okay, I got away with it. I'm telling you, Puffy did that. I ain't do that. That was Puffy. I'm P. Diddy. Okay, you can't say it was me. That ain't my name no more. Puffy, I'm not Puffy. I'm P. Diddy. So I'm like, girl, nobody should ever, try to work with him because, nothing good comes of it. Okay, not anyone directly connected to what he tried to do. Okay, so we're gonna hope that, you know what I'm saying, Chopper, got some money for bail or for some ramen noodles while he's in prison. Okay, let's get on to somebody else's charges. DaBaby. Y'all know I don't like DaBaby because DaBaby to me is always getting into things, and I feel like nobody holds him accountable for his actions. And y'all know I always said, look, people upset because Will Smith smacked Chris. DaBaby been doing things for eternity, okay? Always in something, and no one, is making him sit down some damn where and say he can't do this or he can't do that later. No, but DaBaby could possibly be facing new charges based on an incident from 2018 that happened at Walmart. Okay, so back in 2018, DaBaby was in the Walmart with his then girlfriend and the kids. Okay, walking around getting some little juice boxes, getting some cereal. Okay, maybe getting some Gerber snacks. I don't know. Anyway, and from there, he said he was approached by two men, and one of those men he ended up shooting and killing. Okay, so in 2018, it was Jalen Craig, who was 19 years old at the time, that DaBaby shot and killed. Now, DaBaby at that point in time claimed self-defense. Two men approached me when I was in Walmart getting me some Enfamil and, some snacks. And, I had to defend myself or whatever. And so that's why I popped them. So the one guy who was killed, named, which is correct, his friend name is Henry Douglas. So I want y'all to watch this little clip we have, okay, of the footage that's, I believe, was it who was it? I think it was Rolling Stone who put out this footage. Again, it's from 2018. Now, I don't know if no one has seen it since then. I feel like if somebody shot in Walmart, either the police or Walmart or whoever owns Walmart will be around here making sure that they see, what happened, where the footage at. So I don't understand why either no one has seen this footage or why this footage was ignored all this time later. Okay, so let's watch it and stuff. Okay, so we have the person in the gray hoodie you see right there. That is Henry Douglas. That is the friend of Jalen. Jalen was the one who was killed. Henry Douglas in the gray hoodie is his friend. Okay, so I want to make sure y'all can see what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so we see right Henry Douglas. That's DaBaby. Okay, first of all, we see Henry Douglas is in some flip flops. I really feel like people should not be on fighting flip flops. But again, Henry Douglas is the one who we see having the initial altercation with DaBaby, and we see DaBaby rush him. Boom, rush him. Bam. Okay, so DaBaby and Henry Douglas is the ones fighting around here. Okay, we see Jalen, who was the one eventually who was killed, wasn't even involved in the fight. See DaBaby and old boy rustling and tussling. Jalen then walks up. Okay, what y'all fighting for? What's going on? Okay, we see that he's putting his hand in between them, trying to break up the fight and stuff. But he's the one who ended up being shot later. We do not see the shooting, just the aftermath. Okay, we see DaBaby then stumble upon himself. Okay, with his gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so this is what footage came out recently. I don't know why he moved the buggy, but again, that's what happened recently. I'm saying they came out recently. So it's like, I don't get how this could have came out then, and no one thought, hey, this don't look like self-defense to me. You fighting somebody. I'm confused. And then the person you were fighting isn't even the one you took their life. And then your defense was, it was self-defense. I'm like, sir, you could have walked away. Okay? Because again, as we see, as they're saying, it don't seem like it's even a tense situation. He's gonna walk away. He backing up. You rushed him. So it's weird to me. Okay, put this back on up here. Boom, pow, pow. It seems to me, I don't understand how no one either saw that footage then or even questioned the whole self-defense situation. Okay, now we do know that DaBaby was never prosecuted for killing Jaylen. Okay, but he was charged and convicted of carrying a concealed weapon because in his thing, self-defense, they were coming at me or whatever. So he ended up getting 12-month prison sentence. 12-month probation sentence and a suspended jail sentence for the carrying a concealed weapon situation. But because the footage recently came out, I really do feel like the Jaylen's family is the one saying, hey, based on this footage, he should be charged with killing our family member. And DaBaby and other folks online, like, why is coming out now? That information ain't new. That's been out from before, and blah 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 blah. And my thing is, it doesn't even matter why the footage is coming out now, being made public. The point is the fact that anyone had ever seen it and did not say that's not self-defense. Because as you see, Jaylen wasn't doing shit. He was on the sideline. Okay, it's weird to right. DaBaby was the aggressor. What are you doing? Okay, his calmness is terrifying because the whole time he do seem pretty calm. I would let that buggy too, but the buggy gotta go. Okay, the baby got more like just too much. Okay, just too much. It's weird. Okay, it's weird for me to be like, oh, that isn't an issue. It's like, but it should be. Okay, it really, really should be. Now, the other guy who was actually fighting with DaBaby, spoke about it, back then. And he said that, look, me and my friend was in Walmart. Okay, we in Walmart. And hey, if y'all popping in, I'm here. I'm on camera. But he said we was in Walmart and we seen DaBaby, but we're not sure if it was him. Okay, and because we did not know it was him, we kept looking over to see if it was him. Okay, because if you run in Walmart, getting some little Cheetos, okay, getting some carrots, get a little watermelon, and you think you see a celebrity, you're like, was that so and so? I don't know, because let's not act like DaBaby don't look like a regular dude in the streets. Okay, so if you're trying to figure out is that so and so, so Henry said that DaBaby assumed there was people trying like start mess with him. Okay, and that's how things went left. And I was like, I can see it. Because to me, DaBaby is always into something that causes something to happen. And he then said, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. Okay, I know the videos say this and that or whatever, but it ain't my fault. Okay, and so he said at that point in time, when was kind of talking to him or whatever, DaBaby was like, you want to fight? You want to fight? We can fight. We can go outside and fight. And then Henry just, well, okay, well, fine. You want? Okay, I'll fight. I'll fight you outside or whatever. And he was saying that when he's turned to walk away. But as we see, boom, pow, pow. Put it back to the beginning. We see he all right. Well, you want to go fight outside? Well, okay. What you want to do, bro? What you want to do? And DaBaby rushed him. Okay, so again, I'm like, can you really claim self-defense if you are the one who rushed somebody? Like, can you really? Is that you rush somebody in slides? I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? Anyway, now they also brought up at one point that you can see Jalen Craig reaching inside his waistband to pull out something. I said that boy might have been pulling up his pants. Okay, because you know these kids don't be wearing no belts. But they're saying that it's being assumed he had a gun. Okay, now I did not look deep into anything to see if one was ever recovered. That part I do not know. But however, the video show that all he did was kind of get in between the two of them and try to separate them, and then he ended up being shot. So it's just crazy that I'm like, bruh, you can't, I'm like, you can't be rushing people like that. You can't. Okay. And not only that, it's the fact that footage is not being released to the public. Something the police be knowing, the defense be knowing, prosecution be knowing, but the public don't be knowing. And when we see things, we say, what's going on here? Okay, what happened? This don't look right. This don't look like self-defense at all, especially since the person you shot wasn't the one you were fighting. That's the crazy part about it. Okay, so I'm confused. And I was like, see, that's why I go to Walmart. Because DaBaby been acting damn fool. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Now, not the Blac China needs the baby attorney. Needs something. Hey, ma. I want to know what's he doing taking these hard passes. He got to be doing something for somebody. When I see him post out, somebody must have made somebody upset because somebody released the footage. I'm like, maybe it came out because it's footage. Like, it's not doctored. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you always in the bullshit. You always in some bullshit. Am I the only one who peeped how calm he put it back in his waistband and continued shopping? Okay, you moved the basket and all. Okay, the family said DaBaby spoke at them in court when he was in charge, because that's the kind of person he seems to be. The kind of person who gets off on getting off from whatever he's doing. Okay, you right. Was the gun found him? Right, and that part I don't know. So we shall have to see. Okay, it's like, and we get this is very true. So I'm gung ho for the fact that the footage has been made public. That the deceased man's family is the one saying, "Hey, he should be charged for taking our person from us." Okay, that was not self-defense. Your whole reason for not being charged was self-defense. That is not what happened. Okay, and because he was never charged, he wasn't acquitted, he wasn't found out guilty, he was just never charged with anything. So if they push hard enough, they can ask for him to be charged, because that footage shows it was not self-defense and you killing our person, okay, which was Jalen Craig, who was only 19 at the time. I go to Walmart as soon as they open, or not at all. For people, look, I seen a thread on, I think it was on IG or maybe it was on Twitter, how people were comparing Walmart to Target, and how in Target it's so quiet, it's so clean, it's so efficient, and how Walmart is like a damn school triple teenage. It's just shit, there's stuff everywhere. It's just foolishness being ensued all over the place. Okay, and Walmart, it's kind of crazy. Would this fall under double jeopardy? It would not be double jeopardy goes into play when someone has been officially charged with something, and then they are either found not guilty, they are acquitted on it. So double jeopardy means you cannot be charged for the exact same crime twice. So because he was never charged, he was never found guilty, he was never charged for, so no, it would not be double jeopardy. Now, had he been charged with, let's say, manslaughter, and he got off, if they then seen this and say, you know what, this is more murder one and not manslaughter, he can be charged again, because it's a whole different charge. Double jeopardy specifically means you cannot be charged for the same thing twice. But if you have not been charged, or if it's a whole different charge, even for the same offense, you can be tried again. And that's the hard part. But, lack of a term, luckily he wasn't charged, because now, they can charge him with something. Foolish in the niche. Okay. Anyway, I want to move on to the next thing I have on here. I think it's actually more DaBaby. Because again, I forgot to bring it up. Because while I was saying he's always in some things, he was up and fighting. Hey. What in the Blueberry Hills? Look, DaBaby up there swinging on his own people. Okay, now it's saying he was swinging on his own artist named Wisdom, allegedly. I'm like, y'all back there was backstage in South Carolina. Okay, you're up here on camera again with your little ass fighting someone. And this is why I say people be acting like, oh, let's get on. So no, DaBaby to me is a consistent problem. He is consistently getting himself in altercations and, fighting for foolish reasons or for nothing at all. That's what's crazy. Because why you turned around, and to me this is he turned. It was like, what are you doing, sir? What's going on? Why are you always fighting someone for what? Poor K. It's like, it's just stupid to me. This stupidness. I was like, honey, if you rich and in these streets getting money, you don't have time to fight. Not for no reason, no sir. No sirree, Bob. And he's always around here fighting folk. Ooh, wrong button. Always around here fighting folk for no damn reason and getting on my dang on nerves because we then have to say, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. Because you look, somebody, right? I hope they get him. Okay, the baby finally going down. The Negro pays security for nothing, fighting a member of his own entourage. Wisdom just got in trouble for. Did he? Now see, I don't know Wisdom. What he do? You know what? It don't even matter. Now this is assault, and the baby needs to be charged and sued. Honey, look. Let me look. If he swing on me, I'm suing everybody. Okay, I'm getting the chain. I'm getting the hats. I'm getting his teeth. I'm getting it all. Why so angry all the time? Honey, it came. Or common sense. Okay. He caught him off guard because I believe it was the dude asking him, "What the fuck are you doing?" Something. Now the baby is giving Jocelyn Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? Do like my B-day. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Make a little bit of, entertaining, this of it all, but around here, on foolishness. But again, we're going to leave that man be because he's always on some bull of the shit. Blac of the China, okay, and the Kardashians. I'm like, somebody come get her. She's snitching like a stripper. But first, like the video. Because liking is always the thing to do. Okay. Blac China and the foolishness that is her court case against the Kardashians and the Jenners. So we know that China is suing Kris, Khloe, Kylie, and also Kim for getting her show canceled back in, I believe, 2016. And she's also suing Rob for posting those nude photos of her body. Okay. And in court, China been snitching herself. And I'm like, girl, don't you know people always watching? I was like, girl, what is you doing? So in court, China admitted that she has not paid any business taxes or personal taxes since 2018. I was like, that's a long time ago. What is you got? God, that is 4 years. Why have you not paid non taxes and you out here making money? Now, she also brought up how, within the past maybe 2 or so years, you know what I'm saying, she's made about $2 million, okay, based on all the things she's been doing. Booking gigs here, holding parties or whatever. That's how much she's brought in, in those 2 years. But she also told us that she does not have a bank account. I'm like, girl, then where the $2 million? Where is the two? I'm like, so you out here to spend stuff in cash? I was confused because I was like, girl, what are you doing? You're gonna go to jail. It's just like Don't ever say, I ain't paid taxes in about 4 years. You know, I don't even pay no personal taxes. I ain't paid no business taxes. And I ain't got no bank account, but I made $2 million. I was like, girl, they're going to come at. If you made $2 million, you probably owe more than half of that in taxes. Okay? If you don't have no bank account, I'm like, what? Look. I think I've said this before. There's a difference between a person, having access to money and having money, but also knowing how to do things properly. Okay. I remember when Drea Michelle was on her show on Zeus, and they were focusing in on her not being approved to buy a house. And they made it seem as if, oh, she's irresponsible. I'm like, she may not have just known, hey, you can't go out and buy a car, which puts debt on your credit, and then also want to buy a house, even if you have the money to, put down on a house. And I'm like, some people don't get, you can have money, but not be money smart. The saying, when you can be broke and still be broke, stupid. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. But I feel like I'm trying to get paid on a rush card. She put on the green dot card. She does. And this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? Look, I am not rich by any means. However, I have multiple accounts because you want to have your, you want to have your business income going into something separate than whatever your personal stuff is if you work a regular, I work a regular job. So I have, 2 different accounts. I have a couple of accounts because you want things to be separate. You also want to be sure that you are paying your taxes every tax year to avoid Uncle Sam coming and knocking on your door. Okay, you can't do that. I need Chyna'S to get the bag out of this. It would be the ultimate finesse of karma. I do feel like she'll get something. She not gonna get everything. Okay, she not gonna get $300 million. She won't get that. But she gonna get, because I think at the end of the day they're gonna settle just to leave it be. Right now she's about to have a tax case. Okay, I was like, honey, we owe Chris. We look. We owe Chris a lot. Look, the one thing we do not owe Chris is an apology. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. Okay. Not gonna happen. Trying to move on like the mafia, all transactions in cash. But this is the thing. If that's how you moving, you should not be admitting in court, I have not paid taxes in years. It's like feds watching. Honey, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's like, please don't do it. I hope she have an accountant, but if she do, she must pay them in cash too. And the weird part is, it's like, well, why don't you have an account? Is that why? I don't get it. I feel like anyone who's working in whatever capacity they're working in, you need to have some kind of account, even if you do not have all your money going into an account. To me, this don't make sense to not have one. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta, like, what if all your money's in cash, right? And let's just say, your money's at the house. What if your house burned down? What if a tornado come and swipe your damn house away and all the cash is gone? You should never put all your money in one place. You should not. But the one thing you should never do is not have no account nowhere. It's like the Kardashians gonna report her. Gonna report her to the Fed. They pay. They don't have to. She snitched on herself. Because she said she ain't paid taxes and she don't have no account. I was like, girl, I just cannot. I cannot. Okay. Didn't you see Tasha K? Just got in trouble. Okay. You can't pay with the I, the R, or the S. Okay. Now, separate from that, we seen Kris Jenner, who was on the little court stand or whatever, testifying about things going on. Now, Kris Jenner brought up how she was terrified. I am so scared, okay, that Chyna'S was going to kill Rob based on the fact that Chyna'S did, in fact, put a gun to Rob's head. Now, I don't know why she did that. That's stupid. Chyna'S, that was dumb, okay? And the fact that Chyna'S said in court, I was joking. Like, I wasn't going to really shoot him. I was like, Chyna'S, that's stupid, okay? But separate from that, That situation does not make it right for them to get her show canceled. Two different things. Now that's the right for them to not want her with Rob. I get that completely, because who wants someone with their child who puts guns today? Because if that was a woman and the man put a gun in her head, it was a girl. He is crazy. Girl, leave him. Okay, but whatever. Now Chris brings up, this is my thing too. Chris know that Chloe Daddy killed somebody, because y'all know I still say that Chloe Daddy's OJ. So Chris is aware that people can kill people. Okay. Anyway, but Chris also brought up that the situation with Chyna'S and Rob, how Rob his shirt was ripped and he had bruises from the phone charger that Chyna'S wrapped around his neck. I said, wait, what is plus size Rob? And this is no tea, no shade. We know them Apple chargers, them chargers are not long. What kind of charger did she have that fit around his neck for her to choke him? I was to leave a bruise? Are we sure? I don't believe that be. Anyway, Chris brought up how the reason she said, even though I was scared Chyna'S would kill my son, I did not go to the police because I assumed our private security could handle it. I was like, oh, really? You did not call the police, even though you're telling us today you were terrified that your son was going to be killed by someone. You did not call the police. You relied on private security. Okay, now they also brought up how, because Kim had been recently robbed at gunpoint. And so everyone was, on edge. I say, so let me get this straight. Y'all thought Kim was going to die. Y'all thought Kim was going to be killed by them people who had guns on her, and y'all called the police. Y'all called the press. Y'all called TMZ. Y'all called ABC. Y'all called NBC. Y'all called CNN. Y'all called everybody to report that Kim, who was safe and sound at this point in time, but y'all thought that she could have been killed by these crazy robbers in Paris. But when Rob, who was down the street at his house, and y'all could easily get to him, was apparently being abused and beaten up by little Chyna'S, y'all did not want to call the police for that. Okay. I have never heard someone say, I was terrified my child was going to be killed by their girlfriend, but I did not call the police. But my other grown child was in Paris, and she was at that point in time safe and sound. We called all the police and all the news outlets to make sure that they knew, hey, let's keep Kim safe. Miss me with the bullshit. I was like, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my face. Okay. She better not out in her car, because she was always getting them repossessed. Honey, who knows? She was terrified but never called the right. As I'm saying, amen. She said Rob wasn't paying attention to her, so she put the gun to his head and put a charger cord around his neck as a joke. Stupidity at its finest. Rob knew her mama was Tokyo Tony. He entered that relationship at his own risk. She probably had rush cars. That's crazy. That is crazy. But that also showed it looked like, she got all these cars, this nice house, all these, posts on IG, and she don't have no man count. Okay? Not nan. Okay? Rob you trying to get back at his family, and when she played the game, they got mad because she won. Something clean, and something ain't clean, but girl, something ain't clean, but somebody's lying. I think somebody, let me hear about it. Two things can be true. One, Chyna'S does seem like a nut job in those videos of her going off on random people. Like I said, Chyna'S was dumb for the things she did, but those are separate than the reason she's suing the family. Y'all got my show canceled, and I had a second season. Now, even though we know that producer came out and saying we didn't greenlight her for a second season, we seen multiple videos of the announcement that happened. But I reported on the shit because I saw it too, that it had a season 2. So I don't know which agents and producers that Chris is paying off. I'm saying the payola of it all, but honey, you can't fool me. And not only that, they also brought up in private text messages from Chris to the showrunners, okay, with Chris saying to them, y'all should remove Chyna'S from the show, and then just have a show only about Rob, Ray, and his daughter. So I'm thinking y'all kept trying to get her off the show. And when y'all couldn't get her off the show, y'all had the show canceled, okay? Also, we saying that Kylie was on stage on the stand today told the jury of people that Chyna'S was on drugs and drinking per Tyga. Okay. And that per Tyga, he told Kylie that, at one point in time, because Chyna'S was on drugs and drinking so much that she cut him. Okay. Now he has a 6-inch scar on his arm that came from her. And I'm like, first of all, that's called hearsay. Okay. You cannot have Kylie on the stage, on the stand saying what Tyga is Tyga there? Okay. And why are we listening to the testimony of Tyga's ex-girlfriend saying what Tyga told him when when you was a kid, What are you, a minor? Isn't that illegal? Can she talk about Can we talk? Is that what? This trial really needs to be broadcasted live somewhere. I am so mad it isn't. Okay. It is crazy to me that we can't see this shit playing out. Like look, so many trials have been live broadcasted. This was a main one that needed to be done. Okay. Right. That's hearsay. Because it is. Tyga told me that back when he was with Chyna'S, this is what she did. That's not your own personal recollection. Okay, the same way Chris saying, Tyga and Chloe and Kylie told me. Well, somebody told her that Chyna'S said that she would kill Kylie. That my thing is, I feel like Chyna'S probably did say when Kylie Love's 16, 17-year-old self was messing with Tyga. I can see her saying at that point in time, I'm gonna kill that bitch because she stole my baby daddy. Okay. But still, Chris saying that Kylie told me Chyna'S said this. Again, it's hearsay. I was like, if y'all, girl, it's crazy. We know that. Okay, look, anyone who thinks that Chris does not have people on the paper, the fact that we've seen them on the show be told, hey, just so that you know, TMZ is going to have this out. They have connections, okay? Complete connections around everything. So, I still feel like Chyna'S will get something from this court case. It just won't be, $300 million. But they're going to settle. It's crazy if you ask me, okay? Let's move on to Nene, her foolishness, okay? Nene out here being, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what different. Okay. So Nene, with more things are coming out with Nene's claims against Bravo and NBC Universal and, everything Housewives related. So we know she's suing them for, all these things. We know that she's accusing them of being the ones creating a hostile, discriminationally, that's not the word, discriminationally work environment or whatever. And how Kim was out here saying this and that and being racist or whatever. Well, she's now saying that after she was complaining about Kim, that the network had a retaliation against her and later on tried to use her tax debts against her. I said, Nene, it's weird because I think people really feel like people just don't want to see Nene win. And I'm like, no. I think we are just confused because of the years of her speaking so highly of the network and of Andy and of Kim. And, at one point saying how I don't think Kim is a racist. And now she is. Because your lawsuit, that we're confused about what's going on. Okay. And for her now to say that back then, because the tax that she had was it was about $820,000 from back in 2016. And she told the network allegedly about the debt. And she's saying that they knew about the debt, and then later on, because of her complaints to the network, that they said, that tax debt, yeah, that doesn't look good for the franchise. And I'm like, it's so hard to feel like she bringing up things that we all feel like is bullshit. And the double foolishness is we do feel like she probably went through something. I think everyone is fully aware. No one thinks Bravo's innocent. No one thinks Bravo is just, impeccably respectful, environment, because no workplace is, okay? Nowhere. If you look up in heaven, I'm sure it be angels fussing in heaven too, okay? And God be breaking up fights up in heaven, because every time, sometimes it be foolishness or whatever. So no one feels like, Nene full of shit entirely. I think the issue we all have is what you shown us over the years does not match what you're saying happened at that time. And no one is saying that Bravo wasn't probably being, microaggressive with you as a Black woman. No one's saying that did not happen. The issue we have is how much you went up there and boasted about how, you the APIC. So to now say, hey, they also held my tax debt against me, in a way to try to silence me and to not have me complain about Kim, she said they made her take down posts that she made about Kim, saying that it doesn't look good for the network for you to be speaking negatively about Kim. And I'm like, but I recall her and Kim consistently going back and forth with each other on social media. What I do think happened is, I do think in maybe season 1, season 2, before Bravo is what it is now. So again, back then, around season 1, season 2, Bravo wasn't shit back then. I do believe wholeheartedly that back then they did not want the ladies fussing with each other. I do think back then they did not want that. They thought then it was bad. We now know now they don't care. Tax debt, we saw Karen's tax debt. We know Robin had tax debt this season. We know Teresa had her whole, her and Joe with the whole tax evasion and all mortgage for all these things. We know Erica Jane, who now has the whole thing with her ex-husband. So we know that recently on the network, a lot of the celebrities, their drama in their real life, whatever it may be, it comes on the show. But I do believe back then, around season 1, season 2, when the show was supposed to be about rich people, this show was supposed to be about, girl, this little bang on my neck. The show was supposed to be about rich people, okay, who live beyond the gate we can't get to. So as a network posting that as their image, if you owe almost $1 million in taxes, that doesn't look good, because we're promoting you as a rich woman. But why you tax that? So I do wholeheartedly believe they maybe say, that don't look good now right here. That it may not, but I don't think that was like in retaliation to her complaints on Kim. I think that was Bravo trying to be assholes because they're Bravo. Because as we know now, when anyone has anything going on, they want it on the show. They hate when things happen and we don't see it. You can't trust anyone who wears foundation 6 shades lighter than it. Girl, I can't. Oh Lord Jesus. I think Nene has seen the same things she's done, or maybe more from others, clear Housewives, and she gets the difficult edit. Okay. Nene is throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. And none of it is. None of it is. Okay. Let's see. Nene, well, who's gonna sue the rich bitch who's gonna sue the rich bitch for her elitist attitude, calling Kenny ghetto, Claudia a half-breed, and Sweetie a slave? Honey, Sonya had lawsuits since the beginning. But I don't think New York was in. I think New York may have came. I think it was OC was first, and then Atlanta, and I think then New York. So I think they tried to have this image of people that wasn't really, it may not have been the trueness of it all. Okay. But Nene is now trying, because she's bringing up things from, 10 years ago. And it's just weird that people don't understand why some people question the whole thing. Because, look, 2 + 2 is 4, and she giving us 5. And the girl, and again, I would say this to my face pops off, okay? You can't tell me in 2022 that since season 1, you have been complaining about people in the situation, but you stayed. And not only did you stay to be an employee of Bravo, you were personally related to Kim and Andy. I said before, you helped throw Andy baby shower. I ain't never in my life helped throw a racist person's baby shower. Not today, not ever. Okay, it's weird. Okay, and to now bring up this, the whole tax situation back, in 2016. It's like, again, you're bringing up everything that you think could help, and it looks worse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, girl, if that's your story and stick to it, but yeah, I'm leave that be. It seems like she didn't care, so until it affected her. I agree. Nene got too big for britches. Rob make Chris no money. They don't care. They don't care about Rob. If you owe on tax, you shouldn't have been a housewife. Um, a lot of rich people owe taxes because the truth is, the more money you make, the more you owe on taxes. So the issue, I think, is if it's 2022, okay, they may say, how you owe for taxes in 2016? You know what I'm saying? If it's an old tax, that may seem weird. But I feel like in the current year, we owe some taxes. It's like we owe some taxes. I get so tired of seeing her face like, I'm not doing that with y'all. Okay, lastly, let's get into the Meg interview. So Meg, girl, I put the wrong damn button. Meg did her interview with was on an interview today. Was it Robin Roberts or was it Gayle King? No, Gayle King was interviewing with Gayle King today on Good Morning America, and she finally, officially spoke out about the shooting. Now, while I've seen people saying, why she's speaking on the thing, why can't Tory speak? Tory is the person who's been accused of doing something. The victim always has the option to speak on what happened. So it's not that anyone is silencing Tory. Okay, even we know fuck Tory. We like that man. It's still like it's just not his turn to speak. And this, not only that, the times where he was asked what happened, he did not talk about things. Okay, he was trying to be insinuating this or that. So it's like you have to get, he may not want to speak a little bit. Oh, CBS this morning. Not okay, thank you. I knew it was something. Because I be girl, see, I be saving my life. But Meg's interview to me made sense because I knew she would eventually give her own interview. This is what happens. Now we know the shooting actually happened in July of 2020, so that was almost 2 years ago. And a couple things that she brought up during the conversation, and I'm gonna touch on some key points, is that she brought up how she had never had a sexual relationship with Tory. So they were very close. Okay, they were hanging out together almost daily, but it was not a sexual, thing. And what I think she meant was we probably was kissing and hugging. He didn't put it in. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a sexual situation. Now he may have slept with Kelsey. Kelsey's not, confirmed, denied, or debunked those things. But Meg said, no, that did not happen. Now, when they asked what happened that night, she brought up how we were fussing because I was the one who wanted to leave the party. And that was the argument because she wanted to leave and they did not. So that's what the fussing was about in the car and everything. That she then got out the car. Okay, I got out the car. And when she got out the car, I was walking away. She said all I heard him saying was dance, bitch. And then I heard a couple shots. And she said for her, I was terrified. I had never been shot at before. I did not know what to do because what if I move, he shoots, something else. She was just in panic mode. And I think a lot of people who like to question why this and why that. I don't think people understand when you are in a life or death situation, you don't know what to do. It's easy to say that, well, I would have done this or I would have done that. It's like, no, because you don't know what you would do when you are panicking. So her point was, I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I had not been shot at before. How someone else called the police when they got there. Now, we also have to remember that this was around the time the whole George Floyd thing had happened. So at that point in time, people were terrified that cops would just shoot and kill us because that's what they have been doing. And she said because of that, her thought process was, okay, I have to protect us all because if the police find out it's a gun here, I don't want us all to get killed because that could literally happen. Like it's like that can actually be the outcome because that's what was going on at that point in time. And so when the police asked her what's happened, she said, I got glass, I stepped on glass. Now we know that there was, the helicopter footage showing her limping away, her foot bleeding. So again, we know for a fact that there were injuries. Now, she brought up how it was until she was at the hospital and the doctor came in because the police kept asking her, what happened? What happened again? What was it? And she said, I lied. I lied. And I kept saying, I stepped on glass. And her point was, I was lying because I was scared and did not know what to do because I said glass first time. I just kept to that same story. And I'm like, cool. Now I'm gonna play this thing right here.
The doctor came in and he was like, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot, and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were bullets, that you had been shot. Mm-hmm. And the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet fragments
in your
my
foot.
Feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
So again, people who feel like she wasn't really shot, she lied. I feel like she panicked and didn't snitch. And then after of her not talking about it, Tory then was the one insinuating something different, which then made Meg speak up and go off, and then the back and forth happened. Now, she also brought up how when the shooting happened, before they even got to the hospital or whatever, Tory was offering to pay both her and Kelsey, her ex-best friend, $1 million to not tell on him and speak on the shooting because he was trying to, save himself. And her thing like, you shot me, I need some help. Like, get me some help or whatever. At the end of the day, I believe Meg, period. And the reason I say this because at the end of the day, someone shot at her, and caused her to have bullet fragments in her foot. At the end of the day, she didn't do shit wrong, period. And she has had to consistently defend herself when she was actually the victim. And I've seen stuff on social media, even the WAC 100. I'm like, why does anybody listen to WAC 100 who keeps saying that, Meg lied then because she said it was, glass and she was lying then, she lying now. And he was implying that Kelsey shot Meg and that's why Meg lying. It wasn't Tory, it was Meg. I'm like, either way it go, she didn't shoot herself. And I've never heard Tory say it wasn't me, it was Kelsey. If someone said Jaylee shot so-and-so and I know that so-and-so shot so-and-so, no ma'am. Jaylee didn't do shit. So-and-so shot so-and-so. I'm not going to put myself on trial to possibly go to jail when I know for fact I ain't do nothing. So-and-so did it. I would not sit quietly for that long and say, it wasn't, no ma'am, that ain't gonna happen. It just can't happen that way. Troy had a whole mixtape about the situation. He did, but he would also kind of act like he wasn't really directly saying this or that. I was like, it was kind of crazy. The interview was amazing. I love her. This is the thing. I loved the fact that she was finally being honest. The one thing she lied about initially was what happened. She said, I stepped on glass, and that was it. That was her lie. She just did not want to say that someone shot her. And had the hospital not had the bullet fragments in her foot, she would have stayed on that story. Had Tory not been coming at her and coming at people on social media about it, she wouldn't have said anything. Okay. She lied that she took too long to answer. They didn't have sex yet. She got, and I'm not in on y'all. Kelsey said he tried to pay them too to hush. I agree. Megan was not gonna bang him. She was gonna make him think she was and get some good music. Have you read the transcripts? And it's totally different. Wow, but we heard that before. Now that came out even then. Okay, because it be some bullshit. I can see that black women always try to protect black men. And not only we try to protect black men, we try to not make a situation worse. And taking into account I think they were in LA. Cops are different out there. And again, her whole point is saying how, the George Floyd thing that just happened, I'm like, they're gonna shoot us. Because it's a gun here. At that point in time, cops would shoot us for no damn reason. So I completely get how she made a mistake and it was not honest about what happened. And let's not forget this. If Tory had never said nothing about nothing, things would not have went further. To me, he kind of used it as clout for more attention. And then, but he was doing it at her, which at that point in time was making her look bad. So I'm like, I ain't got time. If I get shot, yeah, I'm snitching. I'm sorry, I would have snitched before you just shot me. F that. But and I get that. I fully 100% get that. At the same time, I also don't see no issue in her. Like, I want to leave it alone. I'm alive. I know I can't rock with him no more. My feet, what I'm saying, have issues and whatnot, but I'm gonna leave it be. I must take a look at everything with discernment. Yeah, we have to. Okay. Tory was doing way too much for attention. I believe that too. Okay, I believe that too. But to me, it's a lot of things was going on. But I'm like, the one thing that we have to acknowledge is she got shot in her feet. Okay, we seen it. Okay, we know for a fact she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay. Text and Kelsey. They happened that night. And the thing is that the thing that probably would matter the most is their texts and phone calls that night. Because all of that stuff happened in real time and not time enough for people to figure things out the next week or so. Okay. Any text went out is different. But if there's a text from Kelsey that night saying, man, look, Tory shot Meg. That's all she was looking to. Like, what did his text say to people? Okay, what's going on with that? Now the case will go to court later on this year. And we will see what happens. But I feel like, I'm just aggravated and tired of Meg being the one that people feel like she has to be the one to prove and defend herself from the fact that someone else shot her. And that's the crazy part, in my opinion. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl, get out my face. I was trying to make it be for me to prove to y'all that the bullet fragments in my foot, came from not myself. Okay. I'm like, I didn't get shot. It's like, get out my damn face. She has to take into account she's in a male-dominated field as one of the few women. She knows this was going to affect her career. And I also think that's another reason that, she stayed kind of quiet. But we shall see. All this happening at 4 a.m. and now how Kelsey texted security at 7 a.m. talking about help. I think because it took time for them the shooting to happen, police showed up, how it was, that's probably when she was able to get to her phone. I don't think it meant that she texted him immediately. I think if you think about it, if it happened at 4, the cops showing up, we had helicopter, you had Meg who was taken to the hospital. You also had things that was just happening. It's very well possible that once she had a moment, she texted security like this would happen because security wasn't there. But again, I don't know because I wasn't there either. I'm just saying what I think. I don't know because I wasn't there. Wasn't there. I'm innocent. I had nothing to do with it, Your Honor. I didn't do nothing. Anyway, y'all, I've been over here for over an hour. I want to thank y'all for coming on and talking to me about the things going on around here. Because, there's a lot going on. But again, a good time being had by all around here. Do not forget to do a couple of things, which means do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like the video. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, around here. Again, if you are a member on my channel, the interview with Destiny will happen tonight. We do apologize again for last night, where it was a miscommunication, and so tonight at 9 p.m. If you are a member, the link to that interview is in my on my community tab on YouTube. Okay, that's if you're a member. If you are not a member, you have to wait until tomorrow for it to come out. Okay. But again, I do apologize myself for the whole incident today, because I was like, dang man, you know what I'm saying? My members, you know what I'm saying? But it's tonight. We will see if I'm on camera for tonight, because again, I got a whole little thing on my neck or whatever. So we shall see. Today has been a whole different day. But again, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the link to it for the members, again, is on my community tab, and everyone else has to wait until tomorrow to see it live. And then also, after the live, I will still have my own live. I'm sorry, after the premiere tomorrow, that will be on Niecy's channel. I will be live on my own channel, talking to y'all about how I felt about what she said. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know, what she's going to answer, what she's not going to answer. So I'll do my live. What's today? Today's Monday. So tomorrow, which is Tuesday, at around 9:15, 9:30, will be my live about our conversation with Destiny. Because we got to see what's going to happen. But I'm going to let y'all go. Do not forget to have a good day. Be positive. Okay. And thank y'all for being here for my little gossip chat. Gotta go. Bye.